What's going on, guys? Gabe with Review Dork, and it was a boring day for AMC. But guess what? Green is green, and I happen to like that color. Unless it's in your nether parts, then you might have to go see your OBGYN. But let's go ahead and look at the chart, guys, because I want to call today a success and a win. Now, before I explain why, I want to pay attention to a very important stat here. Volume. 67 million. This is nearly half of our average 3-month volume. But what I want to look at on the intraday here, we are on the minute time frame, is the massive consolidation that was happening between 1 and 2:30. And then in the last hour of trading here, guys, we had massive consolidation right above the VWAP and right above the 50 MA. Now, it's no secret when you look at this chart that this chart behaves in a way that day traders, swing traders, absolutely favor. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that the behavior of this stock is absolutely predictable. When AMC breaks below VWAP, that's where bargains are to be found. And this is when day traders like to jump in and they push up the price. Hence, we end up breaking through 200 MAs, 50 MAs. We start seeing crisscrosses up to 50 and the 200 MA. The reason why I have the 200 and the 50 MA is because these are critical points of support and resistance. And we could see that here on the 50 MA after we crossed over the 200 MA. AMC likes to hang out in the $44 channel. And this is a good thing, especially on a day of no volume. So I will take a green. Now let's go ahead and look at Ortex data. And I know you guys get bored of Ortex data. Like, Gabe, everybody covers Ortex data. Yeah, we do. Why? Because this is a short squeeze play. And the shorts have it covered. So 3.9% change to the upside on short interest with an estimated current short interest of 90.76 million shares. Cost to borrow, 2.29%. We're looking at utilization here up from 7 days ago. For those who are saying, well, Gabe, you know, if it's a squeeze play and we're looking at Ortex data, why are we doing TA and looking at TA data? And this is where things get interesting. We have this article here, AMC Entertainment Holdings stock price and forecast. Why is AMC going to the moon? We have some technical indicators began to perk up on the bullish side, and this created momentum to bring more buyers in to keep the move going. I think that is the most important sentence here. When the fundamental guys look at the stock, they're looking at indicators. Let's talk about volume, because volume is our friend at this point. When we have low volume, means we have less liquidity, which means less shares are being exchanged, which means that moves can be far more volatile, which then means that market volatility could then lead to FOMO, which can then lead to margin calls, which can then lead to the mother of all short squeezes. And this is the reason why we look at Ortex data as well, guys, because the days to cover on 2 weeks here, we want to pay attention to that number. Days to cover increases as volume on the daily decreases. And if AMC shows strength, particularly at the $40 price point, there is nobody who's going to bet against the technicals of a squeeze. But if we take a more zoom out approach on AMC and we go to the 4-hour here, you know, we see immediately that the $47, $48 price point is probably going to be like our new $8, our new $11 and $14. But we still have this wedge here, and we talked about the importance of breaking out of this wedge. And what has AMC done since breaking out of that wedge is create higher highs and higher lows. This is what you want to see. It's a waiting game. You're waiting, right? But see, let's go ahead and put it into perspective. My whole life, and I'm gonna be 40 years old, I put in a good deal of work over 40 years to get to the point where I'm at right now. If I have a ticket that's gonna take me a year, 2 years to realize, that is microscopic in the scheme of things. It's a very, very, very small portion of my overall timeline, and I'm waiting for it. You guys should be waiting for it. Applejacks, how long did you wait for it?
I waited 12 years for it.
Are you talking about losing your virginity, or?
I'm talking about my wife.
How long did you have to wait to get them boom boom candles with your wife? The point is, guys, good things come to those who wait. And if we rush the movement on the chart, we are going to get something like the run up to 77 in pre-market, 72 intraday. And what this does is with that run up, you're going to get so many people FOMOing. But these are going to be the first people who sell. And what does that do? Well, guys, we saw what it does. The price drops. Slow and steady wins this game, and you take your wins daily as they come. AMC's here to stay. I'm buying, I'm holding. The chart looks beautiful to me. This is Gabe. I'm signing out. No jokes today. Even though on Twitter, Twitter's a shit show. This is Gabe. I'm signing out. Peace.